Hey everyone, this is Sportsman93 back again with another video. So I want to talk about the recent fight that just occurred with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury 2, where Tyson Fury had came out the victor. During that, Deontay Wilder wanted to say that the reason that he didn't look right is because of the costume that he had wore prior to the fight during his walkthrough, saying that the costume he wore, it weighed like 40 pounds and it made his legs go away as regards to that, and saying that's part of the reason why he didn't look right in the fight. He said Tyson Fury didn't hurt him at all. He said the uniform was just too heavy for him and he didn't have no legs from the beginning of the fight. I am going to be putting the picture up of the statement he said on the screen so that way you guys can see it. As regards to that, in my personal opinion, I'm like, come on bro, like really, come on. You're really blaming, you're really coming out with an excuse like that after the fight. Now granted, he was low-key trying to make an excuse after the loss, but then he kind of reeled it back a little bit and said the better man won. But then how you gonna come the next couple of days and just say that the reason you lost is because of the costume that you wore? Come on bro, like you're coming out with excuses right now. Like, why would you do that? There's no point in saying that. Just you should have just took this L in silence and move on. Even if this was the case that you lost because of that, who told you to wear that? Like 40 pounds? Why would you wear that for 10-15 minutes during your walkthroughs to the ring and then your leg is gone? Like, I understand that you said you were trying to do this for Black History Month. I get that, but why even do that? Like that was just a dumb idea on your part. And on top of that, you did say that you wore the costume a day prior before the fight, so you should have known if it was going to be heavy or light enough for you to make that walkthrough to the fight. And then on top of that, you in addition to that made this race war with Tyson Fury by coming out with that black rapper from California doing this whole this pro-black progressive thing where he was rapping about black history, black magic, black whatever, and all that crap. And you ultimately did this to yourself. There's nobody to blame but yourself as regards to this. This was a dumb idea on your part. You should have never done it. There's nobody to blame but yourself. Take this L in silence and get better and come back strong. The same thing where you were going after Anthony Joshua after he lost to Andy Ruiz and you was getting on him about his case. Anthony Joshua didn't do anything. He didn't make any excuses. He didn't complain. He didn't whine. He just went back to the cave, thought about it, came back harder, and then got the rematch and won. Albeit he took the safe way out to win the fight, but he got the win. He didn't make any excuses. He didn't say, oh, I didn't win because of this. I didn't win because of the sky was blue. I didn't do this, blah, blah. He just came back and he won. And now he's on to the next fight. As regards to this, I did see that Deontay Wilder wanted to get a rematch and is going to use his rematch clause as regards to that, which I suggest he should not have done. But whatever, he going to do what he want to do. If he loses this third fight, there's no excuses at all. Me personally, I would suggest that he get a tune-up fight with Anthony Joshua or Andy Ruiz or someone else, and maybe try to work on his boxing skills, his technique, and use somebody to see how good he can measure his boxing skills against that fighter. Then get a rematch with Tyson Fury. But if he wants to rematch Tyson Fury and get Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder 3, then whatever, he does it. I don't know. As regards to that, he can do whatever he wants. I seen that he fired his coach the other night for throwing in the towel, saying that he wanted to go out with a warrior. He just doesn't get that. That coach was saving his life. He was getting his ass beat for 7 rounds, and the coach saw enough and wanted to save him. I understand he wanted to go down as a warrior because the way he be knocking out people, but still, you have to protect the fighter so that way he can live another day. God forbid that something bad happened to you, like you get permanent brain damage or even worse, died. You know how much regret that was going to be on your coaches to let that happen and not throw in the towel. Come on, bro, you can't do that. Don't make any excuses. Don't kowtow to your fans saying, oh, the reason you lost was because the costume or you got punched in the ear, which knocked off your equilibrium. I don't want to hear none of those excuses. You lost to the better man that night. Tyson Fury was the better boxer. He was the better fighter, and he won, and he showed it. Now, if you want to come back stronger and then you beat him, all props to you, but do not come out with no excuses as regards to that. It makes you look sorry and it makes you look weak. Come back stronger. Those are my thoughts and opinions on the matter. Let me know yours down in the comment section down below. This is SportsMedia93 signing off. Peace.